Okay, hello guys. My name is Nixon. I'm gonna do a really quick guide on how to use the bots on the Warstorm server. When you download the add-on, the client, sorry, this will be unedited, so excuse me for any grammar mistakes or some dyslexia moments. So when you download the client, it comes preloaded with the Warstorm bot manager if you downloaded it through the website. If you haven't downloaded it through the website, you should, because you need the add-on to actually play on the server. As you can see here, I have summoned the druid. You can choose which class you want. This is the bot formation. All of these are pretty self-explanatory. The school RTI is when you mark a mob with the skull icon, the bot will run towards it and attack it until the target is dead. Now you can see, oh, damage necklace, thank you very much. That's a lucky drop. The moon CC is pretty much self-explanatory. You target the target with the skull icon, it attacks. If you mark it with moon, for example, maybe you have the deprogramming quest in Lady Death Whisper where you have to keep CCing one ad, they will keep chain CCing that target. Not sure if it works in PvP or Battlegrounds because you don't have control of the bots in Battlegrounds, but I'm sure it works on raids. What I really recommend is to get the FSM add-on, which you can target the bot, choose whatever spec you want. For example, I want cat, and then you press auto gear, the bot automatically changes to the gear. Depending on your level, if you're level 80, it will become BIS, which means best in slot, or according to your level or your leveling experience, it will have the best gear possible. Now, the other add-on I recommend is the Orc add-on, also known as Optical Raid Comp Manager, which is practically your problem solver, because when you go into a 25-man raid with bots, you have to do everything manually. This one does it for you. You just choose your class here, choose the spec here, you unclick the player icon if you have, let's say for example, I'm with my friend and he's a prot paladin, I will click on player so the program doesn't kick him from the group, and then it spawns the rest of them. As you can see, the target that I marked with the skull earlier respawned, so the bot instantly attacked him. So what you need to do, the basics, pretty much the basic stuff of Warstorm is your best friend will be the summon and the follow, because sometimes bots tend to stay AFK or stand still or do not do any actions. This will unfreeze them. If you type summon and follow, they will unfreeze and follow you and act accordingly. Like, for example, if I get aggroed here, you will see the bot will instantly attack him and then continue following me after that, as you can see here. Now, I'm gonna show you the list of my add-ons. This is not recommended. This is what I personally use. I use the HD client. I use Atlas Loot. I use Auctionator, so I can find stuff easier. I use Bagnon, so I have all my bugs at once. I use DBM in case someone wants to play with tactics and they don't know what to do in ICC or whichever other raid. Face Spec Manager, which is FSM add-on. I don't know why I use Gear Score. Mapster comes with the HD client. Scrap is a really good add-on if you want to sell your bags quick. I also use Xpearl, which makes this lively looking character portrait. So the rest I want to tell you is, like, for example, if I want to make the bots use something, like for example, where's my warlock? There he is. Let's say for example, if you type cast ritual of summoning, he's already casting his skill. Now let's say that I need someone else to click this circle. Now you type, if you type LOS, which means line of sight, the bots will wisp you some triggers, game objects. Like if you link, if you type U, which means use, and then summoning portal, the bot will use the summoning portal and the TV will appear. You can also do this if you want to summon a friend somewhere and you're at the summoning stone. You can also do it. Let's get rid of this warlock and get ourselves a mage. If you're high level enough and the bot, excuse me, and the bot is high level enough, you can do cast portal Dalaran. I don't know if I got it correctly. And the bot will start casting a portal which you can use to get yourself to Dalaran, which is the trade hub on the Wisting expansion, which is very needed. Now,
I need to get closer.
Another quick thing which you can do in Warstorm, not farm gold. People say all the time, I can't farm gold, I don't know what to do to farm gold. A really cool feature added in the Warstorm is that you can trade a bot, a binds on equip item, or an item you got into a raid if they're on the same group, and you can practically sell it to them. Like for example, this BOE item sells for 3 gold, and now you can just whisper the bot 6 gold, 6G. The bot will add 6 gold, you press trade, and you just made 6 gold off the items, because you will get a lot of items that you don't really need in a raid, especially if you're a specific type of wearer, like a plate wearer. You will not need cloth items, you can just sell them to the bot. And trust me, the weapons, especially from Icecrown Citadel, they cost a lot. You can make a lot of money. Like for example, if you link this item, I don't know if it shows, but it sells for 31 gold, and you can practically make 60 gold just from this drop if you don't need it. Now, if you want, if you're in a raid comp, let's say for example, I grab myself a warrior, and now I make this warrior a tank. Now as you can see, this warrior, which looks like a DK, is a tank. Now you can command the tank to go first by saying tank attack. He will instantly dance towards the target, grab the aggro needed, and practically be the tank that you want. Now, the rest is pretty much optimal. The server just really makes you use your imagination, but what you need to do is, when you're in a raid group, you want to type NC plus world buff, which gives them all of the world buffs that the bots can get, which is for example Guru's Elixir on this bot right here, critical strike. This does a huge difference in raids. Trust me, you will see the bots topping the DPS meters until you eventually outgear them and outsmart them, because there is a time where you will out DPS the bots, but it always will be enough to have a solid Icecrown Citadel run. Sadly, the end game content, which is Ruby Sandom, is not yet optimized, as currently as we speak Moros is working on a fix, on a strategy for the bots to be able to do Ruby Santum, because right now they don't enter the portals and you wipe on the second phase. So you can always use the bots. Like for example, I have one holy paladin here, one prot paladin, one red, and one mage. If I use a dungeon finder, I will get some prot, because we are 5, and you can use the bots to get into dungeons, level up faster. You can use them to get into raids. You can even use them. You can even go into an instance, spawn 24 bots, and go do the PvP achievement, which is called for the Horde or for the Alliance if you're an Alliance character. You can even do that. Now, the server is pretty much very good script-wise. I haven't experienced any bugs regarding quests or anything related to quests or the raids, apart from the fact that you can't do Ruby Phantom yet. But as I said, the head GM Moros is already working on that, so it should be good to go onto the upcoming month, I think, because he's really good at fixing stuff and he's really helpful. Like, for example, I had a problem where I couldn't buy a polearm for my hunter, and he fixed it instantly on the next restart. Really cool guy, love the work that he's done with the server. I enjoy it a lot. I even reached rank 1 at some point. I have played this server a lot. If you're someone who is a little bit like me, doesn't like to be around way too many people, just want a nice, chill and quiet WoW experience, then this server is for you, because you can pretty much do anything you want. You can grab the boss, you can even make friends. When you join the server, you automatically join the Warstorm guild, which pretty much, as you can see right now, is all the online players. It's active, you can ask for help, people are very friendly. I'm on the Ashbringer server, so if anyone wants anything, you can pretty much be like, hello Nixon, yo, can you help me with this, or can you give me some gold? I don't mind at all. People tend to be very friendly. Sometimes there's drama, but it's everywhere, what can you do? So these are the basics I wanted to show you about the server. You need to keep in mind that you have your best friends on the server is summon and follow, which unstacks the bots. You need to have the NC world buff. You can always target, for example, this mage and tell them cast Greater Blessing of Might, or Greater Blessing of Kings, or Greater Blessing of Wisdom, and the bots will cast the according spell. Now, let's say that I'm done farming here and I want to go to Dalaran. I will just type cast portal Dalaran, and the bot should start casting the portal, which I can use to go to Dalaran. And as you can see, me and all my bots are in Dalaran. So this is the really quick and really rust up guide I wanted to show you on people, that because I get so many questions on new players on how to use the bots, how to make them have the correct gear, how to make them be the correct spec. Practically, people from the community have made specific add-ons for this server that you can use. Make sure to download FSM, Phase Spec Manager, provided in the Discord, and the Optimal Raid Com Manager, also provided in the Discord, for a better Warstorm experience. I am Nixon, and thank you for watching my guide.